Good morning, students. Today we will revise our second chapter, that is the nutrition in animals. So, shall we start? The animals unable to synthesize their own food and they depend upon the other organism, other animals or plants to get their food, and such kind of nutrition is known as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So all the animals are heterotrophs. They taken in complex food material in their body and then they broken down into simple ones. So it is holozoic mode of nutrition. What is the holozoic mode of nutrition? A kind of nutrition in which an organism taken in complex food material and broken down this one into simple ones. Holophytic, a kind of nutrition in which simple inorganic material combined to form complex organic food material. That is the complex organic food. Here complex to simple. Here complex to simple, but in case of holophytic, simple to complex. Holozoic, complex to simple. Holophytic, simple to complex. Holophytic nutrition occur in the plants. Holozoic nutrition occur in animals. Got it? Now look over here. There are several stages in the holozoic mode of nutrition or heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Number one, ingestion, taken in food. Second one, digestion, broken down of complex food material into simple ones. Next one, absorption. These simple food material are absorbed in our body from alimentary canal to enter into the bloodstream. Now along with the blood, they transport to different body parts and they utilize to get energy and they store for future use like glycerol, fatty acids, again recombine to form fats, like this amino acids combine to form the proteins. If the too much glucose directly enter into our body, into our blood, it will create a lot of problems. So the excess of the glucose is stored in the form of glycogen in our body. This process is assimilation. This process is assimilation. Next one, the undigested food material remove out from the body, and this stage is known as egestion. This stage is known as the digestive system of the human beings having some different parts. Digestive system can be divided into two categories, two parts. Number one, alimentary canal or gut. Alimentary canal or gut. Second part is the digestive glands. Alimentary canal and digestive glands. Alimentary canal, yes, consists different parts: mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus, food pipe, stomach, intestine. Intestine again divided into two parts: small intestine and large intestine. In case of the mouth, there are several structures: teeth, tongue. Teeth are responsible for chewing the food. Tongue mix the saliva with the food. Mix thoroughly the saliva with the food. It also helpful in the speaking. Next one, after making the food soft, the chewing of food is known as mastication. Now food enter into esophagus and then stored in the stomach. In stomach there is an acid, and which acid is present over here? This acid is the, yes, who will tell me? hydrochloric acid. What are the functions of hydrochloric acid? Number one, it kills the bacteria, germs. Second one, it provides acidic medium for digestion of food. It provides acidic medium for digestion of the food. Next one, it consists in stomach, HCl. तो क्या क्या हो गया? हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, इट किल द जर्म्स. सेकेंड वन, provide acidic medium for digestion. Next one, it activate an enzyme, protein digestive enzyme. Main protein digestive enzyme is the pepsin. The pepsin secrete in our body in inactive form, and this inactive form is the pepsinogen. This inactive form is the pepsinogen. Pepsinogen convert by the action of HCl into pepsin. Active form, pepsin. Got it? In case of the saliva, which enzyme is present? Is there any enzyme present in the saliva? Yes. About 25% digestion of the starch takes place in the mouth, buccal cavity, by the action of salivary glands. For this, the saliva consists an enzyme, that is the salivary amylase. Which enzyme present in the saliva? Salivary amylase. Now, food enters into stomach, and stomach partial digestion means mainly protein digestion. After protein digestion, the food enter into the small intestine, and then in last large intestine. Got it? So there are three main glands present in our digestive system. Number one, salivary glands. Second one, liver. Next one, pancreas. Salivary gland, liver, pancreas. Salivary glands, liver and pancreas. How many glands, salivary glands are there? 3 pair. One just below the ear. Second, just below the tongue. And next one, just below the lower jaw. So these are the 3 pair of the salivary glands. Liver is the largest gland of the body. Liver is the largest gland of the body. Right? Now, protein mainly digested by the which gland? Yes, which enzyme? Pepsin. Secrete in the stomach. Now, fats, especially digestion in the pancreas by the pancreatic juice. Fat digestion basically occur in small intestine. Fat digestion. Right? The broken down of large fat molecules into small fat droplets is known as emulsification of fat. In this emulsification of fat, which digestive juice is important? Liver. Liver secrete the bile juice. Bile juice is play important part in the emulsification of fats. It is secreted by the liver. Got it? Pancreas secrete pancreatic juice, and this pancreatic juice do not contain only single enzyme. It contains a number of chemicals, and these chemicals known as enzymes. These enzymes broken down the food material. For digestion of the carbohydrates, starch, amylase. Protein, here trypsin enzyme. A special enzyme present in the pancreatic juice is the trypsin. Stomach, pepsin. In pancreatic juice, trypsin. Next one, fats. For fats, lipase enzyme. For fats, lipase enzyme is present over here. Now the food after digestion, carbohydrates, starch broken down into glucose, sugars, fats broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, protein broken down into amino acids. Got it? There is no digestion takes place of the vitamins and minerals. They directly absorb in our body as such. Right? So, in case of the ruminants, we can't digest cellulose. We can't digest cellulose, but the grazing animals, ruminants, they can break down the cellulose, digest cellulose. For digestion of the cellulose, they having a special kind of the stomach, and this special kind of stomach is known as ruminant stomach. And this ruminant stomach is very complex. It consists 4 parts: rumen, reticulum, omasum and apomasum. Rumen, reticulum, omasum and apomasum. Rumen is the largest chamber of the ruminant stomach. And this, when the ruminants generally feed quickly, and this food goes into the rumen, stored in the rumen. First goes in the rumen. In rumen there are some special and bacteria are present over here. Coccus bacteria. कोकस गोल टाइप के बैक्टीरिया होते हैं. दीज आर नोन एज कोकस बैक्टीरिया. रूमेनोकोकस, that we called as rumenococcus bacteria, and these bacteria helpful in the partially digestion of the cellulose. Now food from the rumen enter into reticulum, and from rumen food again enter into the mouth. When the animals are free, they chew thoroughly, slowly, like this one, and after this food enter into reticulum, and from reticulum to the rumen enter into reticulum, and in case of the reticulum, from the reticulum the food goes back into the mouth for chewing thoroughly, and this thoroughly chewing is known as rumination. The partially digested food is also known as cud. This cud again enter into mouth and they chew. That's why these animals are also known as, ruminants are also known as cud chewing animals. Next, after mouth, the food again enter into stomach. In which chamber this enter? Rumen? No. Reticulum? No. This directly enter into omasum. Omasum is the smallest chamber of the ruminants, and from the omasum food enter into abomasum, which is also known as true stomach. In this abomasum, the food is digested by the gastric glands. There are some glands are present over here, gastric glands. Got it? Now the food after digestion, carbohydrates, starch broken down into glucose, sugars, fats broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, protein broken down into amino acids. Got it? There is no digestion takes place of the vitamins and minerals. They directly absorb in our body as such. Right? So, in case of the ruminants, we can't digest cellulose. but the grazing animals, but are grazing animals ruminants? They can break down the cellulose, digest cellulose. For digestion of the cellulose, they having a special kind of the stomach, and this special kind of stomach is known as ruminant stomach. And this ruminant stomach is very complex. It consists 4 parts: rumen, reticulum, omasum and apomesum. Rumen, reticulum, omasum and apomesum. Rumen is the largest chamber of the ruminant stomach, and this, when the ruminants generally feed quickly, and this food goes into the rumen, stored in the rumen. First goes in the rumen. In rumen there are some special and bacteria are present over here. Coccus bacteria. Coccus गोल टाइप के बैक्टीरिया होते हैं. These are known as coccus bacteria. Rumenococcus. That we call as rumenococcus bacteria. And these bacteria helpful in the partially digestion of the cellulose. Helpful in the digestion of the